Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bills in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take football.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Robertson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Willis's throw into the hands of Lockett. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Now Willis to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 22 carries for an even 100 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. First down, sack. Second down, negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine his next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
On third down, here's Hall. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 39 yards on the punt. Give them just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 45 on second down, Willis. And that is incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down, here's Willis. And he'll be brought down at the 27. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, here's Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on third down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second and 5 now. Willis. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw, Willis. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
All again on second down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Gets by him at the 25.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky at the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met Finn into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Willis, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. $14-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have broken the tie. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Willis. And his pass incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Willis will look to pass again here. And that is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Antoine
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
3rd and 2, Willis.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let the return guy touch it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in the Motor City. Detroit playing host to Green Bay in an NFC North matchup. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. The Packers trying to hold on and claim victory.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll run with Hall.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White. There he goes, right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Willis buying. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that's going to tie things at 20.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Bills getting set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
Down inside the 10.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Throwing on 2nd down. Willis. And he's got some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Third down, it's Willis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
2nd down and goal. Willis. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
4 yards on the pickup.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On first down, Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Again to throw, Willis on second down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Willis out of the gun.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New York. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll give to Hall.
Finding space at the 40.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On first down, right back to Hall.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one is right through. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And New York set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Willis will look to throw it. The slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Willis' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing, Willis.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Willis to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now Willis.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. And he'll find Hall. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Willis. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Willis back to throw here. This one caught by Kittle and brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.